I always say that races are celebrations, not tests. But this is a little different this year because Western States on the horizon in just 7 weeks. Like, I needed the next test. Great, I get to do
it. Stay cool, have fun, and we'll see you back here in 50 miles. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I felt exactly like I felt at 4 a.m. at the start of Leadville last year. And I was like, I don't know what's happening right now. Sometimes you can't predict what happens in training. And it's like, I'm just gonna roll with this and use the day I got. So, you know, the race starts out and I saw pretty quickly I'd probably be alone for most of the day.
David looks so smooth. You look awesome.
Love you so much.
I love you, you look great.
Heart rate response is awesome.
Boom, already. You look so good, woo!
So, went up the first climb and felt great. And then the first descent was gnarly. Such wild trails. Probably lost a little bit of time getting my bearings a little bit. Came into the first aid station where I saw Megan, like right around where I wanted to be, but also not as far up on the course record as I might have been at a race like Leadville, where
you're amazing.
You know, immediately it became apparent. It's like, all right, this is the day. You're gonna make up this ground really early. That was a blessing, right? Like I felt fantastic as soon as I could run more freely.
Love you, Megan. You guys are amazing. Right turn. Love you guys.
From there, Megan did the perfect bottle handoff and started another steep technical climb. And the climbing legs, again, on point. Got to the top of that climb and it was starting to get a little bit warmer, so got doused in water. And then there was a descent that was just straight out of a dream book. It was like, you know, Alps. It was like, it was so European. It reminded me so much of running in Chamonix. And I love those trails. It was just like ultimate flow down this mountain. Then came into that next aid station and was like, it's on. It's time to start racing a little bit more.
Woohoo!
So how were we approaching this race? It was Western States dress rehearsal. We are no longer playing around. It is 100%. The fitness I bring here is going to be the fitness I bring to Western States with a little bit more specific training. And so we wanted everything to be the exact approach. Pre-race fueling, being dialed, being focused, every little thing. We wanted to go to the max, and Megan has been instrumental in all of this. Like, she got me to that start line today just feeling like I could take on the world. Like, I wanted to have an experience where, like, I was under pressure again, right? Like, I wanted to go out and show like what I've learned in the last almost 2 months, last 7 weeks, right? That's actually really a cool thing. Is Big Alta was 7 weeks ago. Western States is 7 weeks from now. And like, you know, I'm a different athlete than I was then. And I think a lot of that's mental, you know, like I had to go through the low point of just understanding that like, I'm not quite there to realize maybe I am there.
Thanks so much for being here. You're awesome. No. Where'd I put the other bottle? Okay. Thank you. 2 bottles on the ground?
Bottles, yep.
Actually, let's do a nice dinner.
Let's find out. There you go. Looking great.
I feel so good.
So good.
Dude, you're so fast. Holy shit. Did you tuck it into my shirt?
Yep. You tuck it?
You got it. Okay.
I got it. Okay, you got it.
Yay!
Love you.
Love you guys. Megan, you're amazing. Thank you.
Megan got an ice bandana on me right away. So, you know, it's going to be in the 80s and I was freezing cold after that. Oh my gosh. I've been doing so much heat training. The main thing I can't wait to see is I have a Core 2 heat sensor here. And so I can't wait to see what it tells me about what my core temperature got to out there. Because I don't think it got very high, but that could be just gaslighting myself. So yeah, on the next climb, the third climb, final one of the first loop, you know, just absolutely felt like I was floating up it, especially because I was so cold. I needed to run faster just for self-preservation. Staying wet in ice bandanas, magical. As is heat suit. One of my concerns actually with how good I felt in the heat is like, I might have to recommend heat suit to everybody now as a coach. And it's like, oh, it's another thing, but it's another thing that's magic. So yeah, I climbed there and then descended and it was like, shit, now I'm so far ahead of course record splits that that's out the table. Kind of wanted to see if I could break 7 hours.
Does the race start now or when does it start? You're awesome.
I got 2 coming for you.
Where are they?
I got 1. Tough. Did you want
Oh yeah, let me take this stuff out. I feel great.
You look awesome.
Totally chill.
Great coming down there.
Haven't even started yet.
You look so good. You're amazing.
Your ice
splits.
bandana was perfect
I'm
last
so glad
time.
I had it for you. You look
Oh
incredible.
god, I'm ahead of the...
You're way ahead. Also, the race started late.
Way ahead of your time.
Dude, I'm gonna destroy this record.
Okay, here's gels.
I think I might be... Let me get the caffeine.
Caffeine. You want to? Let's
I
take
think
2
I'm
for the road.
okay.
Take 2. I'm gonna
No,
put 2 in here.
just
No.
one, just one. As long as you're at the next one. Okay.
Okay.
Alright, can I go?
David, tell him.
Oh yeah.
What about your water? Right there, the scratch.
Bottles right here. And they're perfect.
Where's Leo?
Face bump. Face bump.
Love you guys. Okay. Megan. Get this in. Sorry.
All right, you're good.
You're
Go
awesome.
put the ball in. I love you.
Have her fill the ice bandana just a bit less. Love you guys!
And then I got to come in to halfway and I saw Leo, which is always so special, you know, like just a dose of perspective. You know, I thought a lot about him and Ollie out there. And when you get to see him, it's just a reminder of like, I don't want to model winning, right? Like that's a lucky thing that isn't going to be very long in my career. I want to model being vulnerable and putting yourself out there. And I hope he sees that. Going out there, getting vulnerable against whoever showed up. I didn't look at the start list before the race. And I told Cody not to tell me and Megan not to tell me. I wanted to assume that, you know, Jim Walmsley was going to be here and that I would have to show up with all of my focus and like passion and all that good stuff. On the back burner, there's also a course record to focus on that has stood since 2016 and has been a testing ground of so many of the best Colorado runners. It's held by Ryan Smith, who's a legend here. But we've also had tons of people that have finished top 10 at Western States, a podium finisher, a few podium finishers at Western States do this race in the past. So there's that historical context too. So I was out there, you know, not running alone for that test. I was running with the other amazing athletes, all of the volunteers, this great community, and then the ghosts of the past. And I get so much motivation by the history of the sport and the people that came before me. And so I wanted to give it a proper rep. I don't know if I'll be at these trails again anytime soon. And so I wanted to put a time on paper, like at Leadville, that people will have to work to get to.
You're awesome.
Ooh, wrong way.
You're awesome!
You're awesome.
You look awesome. So good, of course, Margaret. You look great.
Okay, I'm gonna get this out. Have not used a single ounce of energy yet.
Amazing.
Feel great. I have a couple gels in here. See, do I have a caffeine? I do. Shit.
Incredible. You're way ahead of course market pace, dude.
Oh yeah, no, I feel great.
You look awesome.
I think I might go a little harder in this time.
Yeah, he's not bad.
What's that?
He's not too bad either.
Oh, I don't feel it at all.
Okay.
I'm cold.
Let's tuck this in. Bottles. And gels.
Just a couple.
2. Okay. You got this. I love you.
Can I kiss you?
You got this. Love you.
Thank you all. Love you guys.
Nice work.
Excuse us. You're amazing, guys. Good job, David. You're awesome.
See, I climbed up, came back down that descent. Megan does another quick hand. What is up with her hands? She's like a sleight of hand magician. She's so fast. And just seeing her out there, it's just like, yeah, it's such a good reminder of why we do this. But coming out of that aid station is the toughest climb of the whole course. Longest climb, steepest climb. The one that I talked about being Chamonix. And that's where I thrive, right? Like, I'm not going to walk a step of Western States, just like I didn't walk a step of Leadville. And as I'm running it, I'm like, not only am I not going to walk Western States, I'm going to be putting power into every single step on those uphills. Those 20% grades in the canyons, it's like extremely where my skills lie. And so running up it was great. Got to see so many people. Then the descent into mile 40, where I got to see Megan again, that's where actually my right knee started hurting at the IT band connection. Not in a way that affected my performance, but the downhills were so technical and steep at times that, like, my one concern coming out of this race is, right now it feels fine, but like, if that's an injury, that's a problem. So I started thinking about that a little bit, but Megan was great at just, like, you know, calming my nerves when I got there.
You're awesome. You're amazing.
Love you so much. You look so good.
Crush it, dude.
Tylenol, you good off? You look so good.
My
How you feeling?
great, but my knee hurts a little. So
Okay. That's what Thomas for.
I have 2 gels.
I got 3 gels for you. Do you want more?
No, I think just one more.
Great. You look awesome. I'm here.
Yeah, that was a great tie.
Great
You're
tie for
such
you.
a beast.
Get it in the back. Here's 2 Tylenol.
Oh, sorry.
I got it.
Where's the...
Tylenol. The water's right here. All right. I love you. You fucking got this. You're way ahead of course record. Okay.
Keep
Okay, go
walking.
get it. You got it. I love you so much.
you
You
guys.
got this.
Oh, wait. Here's this. Love ya. Megan, you're the best. Thank you all for volunteering. You're awesome. You rock. You're amazing.
Thank you. Good morning.
You're awesome. You're amazing.
So are you. Oh, this isn't starting.
Hey, what people don't tell you about ultras, you know in marathons, you negative split, like you go faster at the end? That's not how this works. You just fade progressively depending on how long the distance is. So my heart rate was 145 average today, which is equivalent to what I ran my 200 milers last year. The difference is just like, you know, if this was a 100 miler, you just go back out and do it slower. You know, you got to run the first half fast. So at Leadville, I did 7:09 for the first 50, so very similar to this. And then what, 8:17, I guess, for the second half. So that's just like how ultras look. You just slow down. And that's kind of how today was, slowed down in the second half.
You're amazing.
Oh, you're amazing.
You rock.
I think this just proves everything we talked about after Big Alta, that like, this isn't about, you know, trying to win a race or trying to podium a race. This is about just being confident in who I am and leaning into that and understanding that if my best is what I give, that's enough. I'm enough. And running with that like unburdened feeling, that's where I thrive. So
Go, David!
I feel great. Tell Megan everything's amazing.
it's interesting. So like on the start line, I was just feeling gratitude to be here and to be here in a different context too, where just like I'm 7 weeks away from the race I always dreamed of. And so I was on the start line like, forget Western States. Like, this is the opportunity. You never know how many you get. And I kept thinking about that as I was out there. It's like, this could be the last one you do. You just don't know, right? Like I could get injured out there. And if that's the case, I just want to enjoy every second.
Come on, David! For the 50-mile, David Roach, your overall champion.
Did you get it? You did it! Fucking jeez. That was amazing. How do you feel?
Great.
Incredible.
Did 100-mile effort.
Dude, you crushed it?
I love you, buddy.
Did you do it? Yeah.
High five?
Do you want to give Dad a high five? Yeah, you did it.
I love you.
Dude, you crushed it.
Yeah.
That's insane. That was so fast.
Dad, a race.
Dad, did I run so fast? He went
Oh,
real
Dad,
fast.
went real fast.
He went real fast. Yeah. You went, dude, you looked so good all day.
Yeah, 100-mile effort, so.
Yeah. David, you annihilated it. 7:06? That's so fast.
Thank you so much.
Oh my God.
Every
Leo.
aid station was so fun.
It was
I was
so
looking forward to
fun.
it so much. How did you do all of it so fast?
How did you feel?
I wanted to hang around more, and like you did it all in like 30 seconds.
You crushed it.
Yeah, and so 7:06, you know, one of those that if this is the last race I do, like you never know, right? If it is, it's a good one to go out on. It was so fun to experience. And then afterward, you just get to sit, stand around in this pavilion with the best community, getting to give some hugs and fist bumps, and also see Ryan Smith, who was here, supporting his wife who was racing. Just like incredibly special. And most of all for me is like getting to see my family. Actually, my family's great, but most of all for me might be when Nick Clark said, "You got this."
Yeah, so I'm Nick Clark, race director of the Quad Rock 50-mile races, 25 and 50-mile races here in Fort Collins, Colorado. We've been doing it for 14 years. And, well, we'd like to have David Roche out here today. It is a stout course record, yeah. So we've been doing it for 14 years. So Ryan Smith came in, I think about year 4, so 2012 was the first year of it. Ryan Birch, a local legend, ran a 740. And that stood for 4 years. And then Ryan Smith came in 2016 and set a 720 in like super overcast, perfect running conditions. And it's a record that has stood for, well, since until today. It's one of those records that was like, you know, we thought was not necessarily untouchable, but would take a really strong run to take it down. And under warm conditions today, Dave came out and took 14 minutes off. So that's pretty impressive.
What Nick told me at the finish is like, oh, this is so much harder and more technical than Western States. Like, you know, I was so excited because Nick has seen my whole journey, right? Like he's seen me grind for many years, and he's also understands the context of like, this actually is kind of a breakthrough that's been in progress in the last bit. And at the finish line, he just hugged me and was like, you know, you got this. And he's like, oh shit, that's crazy. From one of my heroes.
One of the best ever to do it.
Based on today, I do think that, yeah, I can probably on Western States net downhill course way easier than this, lower altitude than this for most of it. You know, I can probably get in that vicinity. But as Nick was telling me though, there's a general rule that you can run 1 hour faster than your Leadville time at Western States. I ran 15:26 at Leadville. That would mean 14:26 with the same fitness. So I need better fitness. Hopefully I'm there. We'll find out. Hopefully you've seen through this that like, you know, I'm willing to fail, right? And like, I'm also willing to fail at Western States. But today, like, I knew on the start line today, I knew that there was zero chance I'd fail, like zero. I was so confident. And I don't know why, right? Like athletes, if you could bottle that up, you know, like, yeah, that would be the best. Like, I think I'm better bottling it up as a coach than I am sometimes as an athlete. And so hopefully I'm on the start line in Western States with that type of confidence. And things can still go to shit, but like, if I get there and the stars align, who knows? Okay, so some summary stats. 50.5 miles, 11,600 feet of climbing. My third most climbing ever. I think only the 5th time I've gone that far, which points out that like, I'm actually not that experienced personally in this stuff. Like, had a little bit of a breakthrough last year, but I'm still learning, right? I took in a gel every 20 minutes. Every gel I took had 40 grams of carbs, and then supplemented that with a bottle that had a Precision 1000 milligram tab, which those are actually 500 milligrams of sodium. And each of those had some scratch between a half scoop and a full scoop. So that was 10 to 20 grams of scratch per bottle, and I had 2 bottles per hour. So we're looking at anywhere from 140 to 160 grams of carbs per hour throughout the whole race. The fueling revolution has changed everything. Like absolutely everything. At Leadville last year, people said it wasn't a competitive race, right? Like they say that about Leadville. Since Leadville, 4 of those 5 top athletes have gotten golden tickets to Western States. I don't know exactly why that is. Maybe it's just a statistical anomaly, but that probably relates back to they saw 140 grams of carbs per hour. They understand that there's no getting around it now. This is the wave, right? Like I just did a 50 mile and I'm not even tired. And I think that wave is then colliding with the fact that like everybody understands you're gonna have to take risks out there, and that Jim Walmsley, the best of all time, is gonna be out there. I think to cement his legacy, I think Jim's gonna run 13:45, though, you know, no pressure on Jim. Jim's the best ever no matter what happens. At Western States, right? And then Killian Jornet is the best ever in an overall sense, though, you know, you could always debate, right? Like, they're like the Michael Jordan and LeBron type debate. And like, that's just the tip of the iceberg. So, you know, I'm a guy that's done 5 runs of this distance and is apparently really good at slurping and pooping on the trail. But, you know, I'm an underdog. That being said, underdogs can't wait in the corner to eat. And like, I'm going to be trying to eat, right? Like I'm going to be trying to play with the big dogs. So at Western States, I'm going to live life in a day. If that life in a day is glorious, great. But guess what? That's not life most of the time. And if it's that other thing, I'm going to gain a lot of character. So 7 weeks, let's do this.
Oh, it's Cody. Hi, Cody.
Surprise, Cody.